Hey everyone, this is Prince Watercress, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play. This time around, it is Kirby's Dream Land 2 for the Nintendo Game Boy. It's been a while since I played the original, both the normal and extra game modes of that, and it's about time, or past time, to do the sequel. Sequel does a few things that the original does not. You can save your game, you can go back to previous areas, you can swallow enemies and absorb their power, which was brought over from Kirby's Adventure, which I will play later on. You have new allies, you have new villains, you have new enemies. You have a few new game mechanics. There are things to collect. It's a pretty nice game. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of the demo here and go to the file select screen. We have 3 save files to choose from. Don't worry about saving your game. The game does it automatically every time you clear a level. Also, you can erase your save files by blowing them up. Sadly, you can't copy them. So yeah, you have automatic game saves in this game, which was pretty revolutionary for 1995, I would think. Especially for handheld consoles or consoles that you plug into your wall on your TV. Anyway, I'm just going to save my game on file 1 because why not? And as soon as we choose our file, we go to the world map screen. We have only one place to go to right now, and it's this place right here. Why not? Level 1, Grassland. Whoever it is that's balancing us on this parasol, we'll be meeting them eventually. Anyway, I might as well go over to heads-up display in the controls. The K, followed by the 6 squares, is your life. Below that is your score. To the right of that is the number of stars you have. You can hold up to 7. If you get 7, you get an extra life. The number of lives you have, and the world you're currently on. To the right of that is what ability you have. Right now we just have a picture of Kirby, so we have no ability right now. Also, you can move around with the control pad, duck with down, fly with up, press B to spit that air out. You can also jump with A. Pretty much the same controls as the original Kirby's Dream Land. And of course you can go through doors by pressing up. Which we're going to do here, go through the first of 3 levels. Inhale enemies, spit them out. Pretty simple gameplay. Though I had never played a game like Kirby's Dream Land 2 before. I had never played the original prior to playing the sequel. So I thought you had to jump on the enemies to defeat them. I never could figure out why it was that I was losing life, then I realized you have to inhale enemies. Also, I picked up 3 stars already. And by pressing down this bridge, we can collect our 4th. And by pressing down on this bridge, we can go into this door, where we can inhale this parasol, swallow them, and get the parasol ability, the first of 7 that we'll see in the game. And of course, there are the main stage star blocks that work as ammunition. Of course, I'm going to destroy them because 1, why not? And 2, there's a star hidden in the lower right corner of all those blocks. So, parasol, you can whack enemies with it. You can float like I just did earlier. And if anything lands on the parasol from above, the parasol will automatically destroy it, apparently. I've learned that just on accident as a kid. And I actually thought it was pretty cool. I mean, after all, it is a parasol of doom that you're carrying. Well, kinda. It's about as cute as Kirby, so cute as Kirby, English watercress. So, of course, it's going to be a parasol of doom. And at the end of every stage, which is signified by a door with 3 stars above it, you enter a bonus game. If you press the A button at the right time, you can launch yourself further in the first level and get a whole bunch of stuff. You can get a pet brew, which can replenish 2 points of your life. You have 6 hit points in all. And it stays that way throughout the game. You can get a maximum tomato, which fully replenishes your health. And you can also get a 1-up if you can make it to the top level. For now, though, let's go to stage 2. There's another enemy there that we can absorb the ability of. But we're gonna meet somebody else who can give us that same ability. Also, this is the stage in the demo, or one of the stages in one of the demos. There's a few title screen demos. And let's go through this door and take on our first mini-boss. This guy has 2 attacks. That's one of them. He dives towards you and he creates a star that you can use to inhale and spit at him in case you don't have a power-up. And he has another one where he goes straight for you if you're lined up. And whenever he hits the wall, he creates not 1 but 2 stars. You can inhale both of those and perform a stronger attack. By inhaling 2 stars or 2 enemies simultaneously, you can actually do a stronger attack. This was also introduced in Kirby's Adventure. And by beating that mini-boss, who, by the way, gave us the fireball ability, we are able to rescue Rick the hamster. This guy acts as an extra hit, has his own life bar. If you lose all your health while you have an animal buddy like Rick, you will lose that animal buddy and you will go back to just being regular Kirby. By the way, if you have Fireball and you're just regular Kirby, you just rocket forward like a fireball. It's kind of like the Fireball ability in the original Kirby's Adventure. Well, there's only one Kirby's Adventure. But if we're using Rick and the Fireball ability, it works like the fire ability. Go figure. Anyway. Oh, I'm not going to get to the top that way. Yeah, I jumped the gun early there. Also, you can get a star doing this too, but you have to be pretty good on the timing. Anyway, let's go to stage 3. I'm going to go ahead and press select to ditch my power-up because I want to get the parasol back. You'll see why later. You can also press select to ditch your animal buddy if you need to, but you're going to have to work to get him back if you want to do that. After a little bit of easy platforming there, there's the fireball enemy that I avoided absorbing the powers of earlier. Oh, by the way, you can just use a control pad to swim. You need not necessarily press A to jump repeatedly if you're using Rick. Anyway, we got another section here. This time is all vertical, our first one of the game. This would have been a little easier if I had Parasol. Speaking of Parasol, we're gonna get it back soon. But we got this room. And there's this thing here. Well, believe it or not, we can actually go back. Let's just get this Parasol ability back. Go back in the room. Hold down to go back down here. And by using Rick and the Parasol ability together, you can break these blocks. Yeah, if you see those blocks, you can break them with the Parasol ability. And we can collect this. This is the Rainbow Drop. There are 7 of them in the game, and you're going to have to do something in order to get each one. You're going to need a certain power-up and sometimes a certain animal buddy in order to get the Rainbow Drop for a certain world. Also, I want that star. I find it interesting that you have a score in this game even though it doesn't mean anything. Even when the game saves it, it doesn't mean anything. Also, you can hit enemies with this, but you gotta be pretty close. Oh, I thought that enemy was gonna hit me. By the way, if you get hit once, you will lose your ability, and you will have to inhale and swallow the warp star in order to get it. The ability star in order to get it back. And let's see how far I can go here. I thought I'd get the 1-up, but well, maximum tomato is still a pretty good prize. And for this one, I'm going to go ahead and ditch the ability star, because we're done with it. You can use the abilities to beat the bosses, but I'm going to fight them the normal way. I'm going to try to anyway. First up is Wispy Woods, who apparently has a little breathing mask. And whenever the bottom left side of him twitches like that, he does this attack where the roots attack you from the ground. It always hits at the exact same 3 positions, like so. Just go all the way to the left and you'll be able to dodge it. He does shoot air puffs at you just like in the original game. He can shoot them at varying distances. But even with the few new tricks that he has, he's still an easy boss. Let's go on this warp star. But before we go to the second world, we're going to go back to the first. Why are we doing this? Well, when you beat a boss, the boss stage becomes a bonus stage. And believe it or not, you actually have to complete these in order to get 100% of the game. You may have been wondering why there was a 0% on the 3 save files. Well, it turns out you gotta do things in order to fully complete the game, and the bonus chances are one of them. First one is pretty interesting. Wispy Woods will shoot out 2 things, stars or apples. I should mention that the apples were used as ammunition to hit Wispy Woods. I don't know why I didn't do that, but, well, you probably watched me do it, so you guys pretty much have that figured out by now. You obviously want to collect all the stars. You want to get perfect on all these bonus chances. You also don't want to get hit, too. If you get hit, you get sent back to the overworld. Also, why is he spitting apples out? It doesn't make sense when they come out of the tree in the boss battle. Maybe he's full of apples, I don't know. But anyway, we've finally gotten all the stars in there. Not only can you get a chance at collecting 1-ups through the stars, but you can also get a 1-up just from getting all the stars in the bonus stage. And that's it for Stage 1. Join me next time for Stage 2. Until then, this is Prince Watercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!